So good morning from South Korea, or what the official name is, ROK, Republic of Korea. We are just doing a DMZ tour, which is the Demilitarized Zone between North Korea and South Korea, and the official name of North Korea is DPRK, the Democratic People Republic of Korea. And our first stop is here, the Red Suspension Bridge, which is one of the largest, or is the largest suspension bridge here in South Korea. And in order to get there, we need to hike up a little mountain. It will take us about 7 minutes to get to the bridge. The Red Suspension Bridge is located at Gamaksan Mountain and is dedicated to the sacrifices during the Korean War, especially to the 1st Battalion Gloucester Regiment, which fought here, and to all their sacrifices. So here we are at the largest suspension bridge in South Korea. So pretty cool here, just in the mountains. So we have 8:30 in the morning, and they decided to do the suspension bridge now in the early morning because it's already 27 degrees Celsius, and if you would do it in the afternoon after the DMZ, it would be like 37 degrees Celsius or even more. And it's a little bit of physical exercise to hike up these mountains. It's better to do it always in the morning when you're still fresh and when it's not so hot.
Take it here. Here. Take it here. So Tim, nice. If you want to take photo of you. Go nice. 3, 2. Yeah, you get to the food. You have this break.
네, 맞아요. 네.
So the bridge is literally shaking with every step you make. Now we are here at another viewing point, which from above. So we are now heading back down from the suspension bridge to our bus, which will bring us to the DMZ, to the Demilitarized Zone. And a few facts: basically there is no border between North and South Korea, at least no official border. There is just a line, basically they draw a line, and from the line 2 kilometers to the north and 2 kilometers to the south is a demilitarized zone. There are a few million mines over there, so you shouldn't go there without any tour or with any group, because it can be dangerous. And at some places they know where the mines are, and then you can enter the zone and you can visit it. And basically we are going to visit the third infiltration tunnel, because there are some tunnels between North Korea and South Korea, and South Korea discovered only 4 of these tunnels, and we are going to visit the third tunnel. However, we are not allowed to take any photos or videos over there. And then we are going to visit an observatory, and then we are going to a village in the DMZ. So here's an overview of the Gamaksan mountain meeting place and the suspension bridge. We were down here, then went all the way up and over the red bridge back, then to this observatory, and then all the way back to our bus. And now let's head to the DMZ. So here's our bus. And the name of our tour guide is Nancy, and we are driving with the Nancy bus, the fancy Nancy bus. So before actually going to the DMZ, we went to the Imjingang Peace Park. It's a park before the DMZ, and a lot of elderly South Korean people, like in the 80s and 90s, are coming every weekend here on Lunar Day or Thanksgiving Day to cry because they're missing family members in North Korea and they don't know what happened with them. So it's a very sad place here and very memorable place. So after this fence there's military zone and only military people can enter this.
So later, after finish explanation, when I give you the free time, if you want to take the gondola, you can take this one. So I can help you. That's why I explained to.
So and here we have the peace bell. So we are just 153 kilometers away from the capital of North Korea, from Pyongyang. So and here we have the Iron Horse, which is the last train connection between South Korea and North Korea, and also the last existing tracks over here. Oh, it's pretty cool and old school. So this is the only bridge connecting North and South Korea.
To the east of the Unification Bridge is the Daeokjin Fortress, a National Historic Site, number 500.
You can see the old bridge and the pillars in the front, and in the background the new bridge.
The railway bridge visible to the southwest is the Gyeongui Line Railroad Bridge. This bridge, designated as Gyeonggi-do Monument, tourism experience. You can also visit in the third tunnel within the civilian control line. In the future, you'll be able to explore more of the DMZ through additional tours linked with the Peace Gondola.
So we just took the gondola to the other side of the Imjingang River. Here's a small area. I don't know exactly what this is, but it's interesting to see. We are actually still not in the DMZ, just in a place between or near the DMZ, but I will figure out it later. So don't go beyond this fence because they are mines. There are supposed to be more than 2.5 million mines lying between North and South Korea in the restricted zone, and that's really a huge number of mines. some smaller signs at every fence. We are just here in a small area which is safe to walk, but it's really small. It's not large enough. And yeah, you really need to pay attention when you're going out of the fence, because about this, you can't go out of the fence, so you don't need to be worried. So we are now here in the DMZ, Demilitarized Zone, and the third infiltration tunnel is just behind me. I went down 350 meters, 11-degree slope, and then through a tunnel to the actually territorialized DMZ, and it's really nice and cool downstairs. Welcome to the third infiltration tunnel in front of the mall. So that's here the third infiltration tunnel. Coming in from the top right, 385 meter, a 358 meter walkway slope, then going via the interception tunnel towards the restricted area, the blockades. It's getting so hot in the outside. We have close to 40 degrees Celsius. I think it's currently 38 or 39. And during the day it will become definitely more than 40 degrees Celsius. Wow. So, what we have here, it's a unifying earth, a symbol of unification. And now over here behind me, the famous DMZ sign, which you already maybe know from other videos and from social media. Look what I found here, an old tank, M48A3, don't know what it is, if it's a South Korean one or North Korean one, I have no clue. So a South Korean soldier or North Korean soldier, or both together. So here we have a little garden. Some old railroad tracks over here. So here an imaginary border between North and South Korea. On the right you are in South and on the left you are in North Korea. So now saying goodbye to the third infiltration tunnel, and let's go to the next stop of our DMZ tour. So we are now on the way to our next stop, the observatory, and it's a place where you can see to the north, but you're not allowed to take any pictures or videos towards the north, to North Korea. So here we are now at the Dora Observatory. Just behind me is the observatory, and behind this is, you can see North Korea. You aren't allowed to take any pictures towards North Korea because they are afraid making some South Korean propaganda that there are overall snipers, hundreds of snipers, and if you take a photo they see it and they sniper you away. If you believe it or not, I don't believe it. So North Korea is making a lot of propaganda, and I think South Korea is also making a little bit of propaganda against North Korea. However, a few years ago, at the houses here, we were directly at the border of North Korea and South Korea. They don't have any peace agreement, just a small agreement with Donald Trump, which he signed a few years ago, that there is no war at the moment. And all this has been signed, and there was one stupid American tourist who stepped about the border, and since then this has been closed. That's now a view towards South Korea. Beautiful clean day today, which you don't have every day. So we are now going downhill towards the bus, and over there you can already see North Korean mountain and the North Korean territory. So when I looked to North Korea, in the distance you were able to see some high towers. These were some jamming towers. They are jamming the GPS signal of your devices and everything else. There was a propaganda town, and you were able to see the town of Kaesong, I think it was the name. It's some industrial town which also had a connection with South Korea, as they had production over there, for which they used the railroad over the sea, which I showed you earlier. Another building here saying end of separation, beginning of unification. So we are now here in one of the unification villages inside the Demilitarized Zone. We had our lunch, and we are not allowed to freely explore this city, as some Chinese tourists were spies. That's the reason why they are forbidding now tourists to explore the city. But here's a small part behind me, an infiltration village garden. There you can go. Pretty nice and cool. It's called Unification Village. I couldn't read the whole word from the distance. So that's it from the Demilitarized Zone tour. It was really a great experience. I can really recommend it. And it's now like 2 p.m. I think. It's getting hotter and hotter. We have really more than 40 degrees Celsius in the sun. We are burning. So it's best to drive now back to the hotel and rest.